Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosie and today I'm going to be giving you my 7-month review of my lights. I was meant to do this for 3 months and I thought 6 months, and it's now finally 7 months and I'm doing this video. I don't think that matters, but anyway, let's get into it. So I bought these lights in June of 2020, so it's been about 7 months and I think they are amazing, first and foremost. So if we start off by talking about the price, so they cost $160 on Amazon. I will leave them linked below in case you want to get some for yourself. I'll also leave my video linked here and also below where I talk about the kind of unboxing. I did a whole video where I unboxed them and I had no idea how to use them. I was so frustrated with the light because it was super dark behind, but I was super bright, and it was just so much hard work to try and figure out the kind of lighting. I feel like now I've got it down, so I kind of wanted to talk to you about the lights themselves, the settings that I use, whether I like them or not, whether I'd recommend them or not. Just kind of give you a quick overview of the lights basically. So first let's talk about the size of them. So I have them both set up at the moment, so it's going to be hard for me to kind of talk to you about them without holding them, but obviously we'll do some cutaways and show you some videos as well. They pack down really small, so they actually come as 2 tripods and 2 kind of packages about this big. Again, I will be doing some cutaways. Which I think is really handy in terms of taking it anywhere. So for example, if you're a makeup artist, or if you do videos in different settings, or if you do films or music videos or whatever it is and you need a light that you can kind of take everywhere with you, I think these are really great because they pack down to something quite small. So I keep these plugged in. I always keep them attached to the mains and that's how I use them. However, you can buy rechargeable batteries for them if you wanted something to use kind of outside or not close to a plug. I've never done this because it's not something that I need. I use them inside just to record my YouTube videos, so I haven't done that, but I think that is an option that you could definitely try and explore. So in terms of size, I think they are great. In terms of ease of use, again, I think they are great. They are so easy to use. Just set up the tripod as you would with anything else, put the lights on top, screw them, kind of make sure everything's tight and just turn them on. You do have a couple of different settings, so you have a cool light and a warm light. So I personally keep the warm light completely off and I only use the cool light. I have that at full blast and I have it kind of an 1.5 arms distance away. That one is 2 arms distance. So I have one behind the camera there, I have one this side, and then I have a window there with natural light coming in. So I kind of keep them a little bit far. I feel like sometimes... Okay, let me collect my thoughts. So I feel like if you were to use these in a dark room with a wall behind, like I have my wall here, if I was to have the 2 lights here, I definitely would get shadows on the back wall. So something I always do is I always film during the day, on a nice day typically if I can as well. I have the blinds sort of half open so that I get in some natural light, and then I use these. I have one behind the camera to kind of fill in any, light there. And then I have one this side, which is a little bit closer to fill in any shadows, because without these, this side would be super bright and this side would be super dark. So I don't really use it as my main light, I guess. I guess I use more window light as my main light, but I use it just to make sure that my face is not dark on this side. In terms of brightness, I don't know any kind of specific details, but they are super bright. They're quite hard to look at, honestly. So if you're worried about them being bright enough, I definitely think they are really bright. In terms of the colour warmth, you can't actually set the Kelvin specifically. I know a lot of people in the kind of photography and film industry like to set the exact Kelvin, so the exact warmth of the lights. These don't do that, so you can kind of just turn it off and on, and it's just a dial basically. So you can either just turn on the warm or just turn on the cool, or you can turn them both on or you can turn them both off. So you can play about with it, but you can't dial in an exact number, which I think is worth noting because I think a lot of people like to do that. I also like the fact that with these lights you can tilt them a little bit, so you can make them look down or look up or wherever you want to have them. I mean, I typically keep them facing straight forwards anyway because I just adjust the height of the tripod and have them facing kind of my, my face level. Whereas if you did want to have some light facing down, directional light facing downwards or upwards, you can do that as well with these, which I think is great. So I really want to talk about who I think these lights are good for. I think if you're a professional in the film industry, maybe not, because like I said, you can't dial in specific numbers and maybe they're not big enough and maybe they're not bright enough. I think you could always, for $160, you could always obviously spend more money if you're a professional. However, I think these are perfect for people like myself who sit at home and do YouTube videos, people who do makeup tutorials, people who maybe do gaming videos, people who do DIYs or cooking. Whatever it is, anybody who kind of wants some extra light at home in terms of video, I think it's great. In terms of photography, I actually use flash a lot with my photography. I don't really use video lights, so I can't really comment too much on that. But for things like product photography or talking about clothing, maybe if you do clothing videos, whatever it is, I really think these are great. They don't fill the whole room with light. They're not, it's kind of hard for me to say because I use a lot of window lights. It's hard for me to kind of compare and talk about because obviously people have different rooms and different sizes and different light available and everything else. I don't think it would fill the whole room particularly. So yeah, I think if you're one of those people, these would be great. They're kind of really affordable, especially for people starting out with YouTube. I feel like it costs a lot of money anyway to get the camera and to get the tripod and to get the microphone and to get this and that and the other. So I was looking for some cheap lights and I think these have been great, honestly. Would I recommend them? Absolutely. Do I think you can probably get something better? Probably, with more money. But honestly, I think for $150, I think they're really, really great, honestly. So I would highly recommend these lights. However, if you do have any other questions, please let me know in the comment section below and I can either answer them there or maybe I can do another video answering more questions. I know that my previous video that I did has had quite a lot of views, maybe about 5,000 views so far. So hopefully this is a bit more informative because that first video I honestly was just unpacking it and I had no idea how they worked, whereas now I've kind of played with them for 7 months. I use them for all of my videos, by the way. It's not something that I use kind of once a month or something. I do use them all the time. They've not broken yet. They don't get too hot. They work as expected. I love the fact that I can adjust the height of the tripod. I love the fact that I can change the angle of the lights. I love that I can do warm or cool. I always use the cool just because that's the kind of look that I prefer. But you can get super orange videos as well from this. So yeah, I think they're great, honestly. I've seen actually people with diffusers on them, and that might be something you want to consider. It's something I saw pretty recently, and because I'm leaving Miami soon, I'm going to be selling everything soon, I didn't think it was worth purchasing just to try them. But I think maybe look at diffusers as well, because that could be something good to get more of a soft light, because it is quite a harsh light. That could maybe diffuse it a little bit and give you a softer, more natural light, I guess. That could work well maybe. But otherwise I have no complaints at all. I think they're great, and I love, like I said, I love the fact that they pack down. I love the fact that they come with a little bag so you can pop any accessories in there as well. I just think they are great. So if you have any questions, like I said, let me know in the comment section. Otherwise I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye.